Hello everyone, welcome to Moe'S Culture Show and Tell. On this episode, we're talking about White Zombie. I'll start right away with this one because I remember where I was and who I was with when I was introduced to this album. I was at my friend's house. His house was at I remember his house is at the end of a crescent. And yeah, and he when he told me about this band, he had this CD and he showed me the cover and everything, and I wasn't too aware of like that kind of music at the time. I was still a metalhead and stuff, but this was just a little bit of a different flavor, and I didn't know what to make of it the first time I kind of heard it. I mean, he was kind of hype about it and stuff, and it was, I don't know, clouding my first real listen to it. It just kind of seemed like it was good music, and I know I enjoyed it, and I knew I had to get back to it again and hear it fresh. You know, it was, I don't know. My first time hearing it, I didn't really get a decent impression because of the way he presented it, and I don't know. It's not until later, of course, with much music here in Canada, which I watched religiously. It was my main channel. Whenever possible, I would want to put it to Much Music. My second choice for a favorite channel was kind of the Discovery Channel. Love the Discovery Channel. Way back then when it was good. Well, anyway, it starts off with Welcome to Planet Mother Effers. Psychoholic Slag, which is 6 minutes and 17 seconds long. So starting off with a over a six almost a yeah over just over a 6 minute long song is cool. Then but there's a 21 little second introduction to the next song called Knuckle Duster Radio 1A, into the song that really introduced me to the band was track number 3, Thunder Kiss 65. And yeah, seeing that video for the first time on Much Music, that's when I okay, I like this band. I want to get more of that band. I'm sure my first copy of this was a cassette form. Absolutely had to be on cassette form back in the day, because yeah, this was how, what year was this? Let me see. Yeah, 1992. So yeah, it was the same year I discovered Tool. So yeah, it was Tool at the time. Yeah, the Tool at the time, I was being disillusioned by metal. I was not into Metallica anymore as much as I was at the beginning. Metallica was my favorite band for the first 4 albums, and then they stopped becoming my favorite band when the fifth album came, and I was looking for a new band, and then that's when Tool came into the picture. Which, I will get back into talking more about Tool in future videos. I'm not done with that band yet. But to continue, yeah, this was just a bit of a different kick. But then, once you hear Thunder Kiss, and then once I got the album for myself, and then I was able to really listen without any influence or any biases or whatever. You get the next song with Black Sunshine, Soul Crusher, Cosmic Monster Incorporated, Spider Baby, Yeah Yeah Yeah, I Am Legend, Knuckle Duster Radio 2B, Thrust, One Big Crunch, Grindhouse a Go Go, Starface, and Warp Asylum. And yeah, for a debut album, it 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 smashes. It's really good. Because I know when my friend showed me this, it had just dropped. I remember also I just discovered Tool. It was just Opiate, and Tool had just suddenly had become my new favorite band, and then I get presented something like this, and and I should have took to it much faster than I did. But 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 then, by the time I was hooked on that, which wasn't really much longer after that. Once I was able to see the video for Thunderkiss 65, and then actually get more, and then actually hear the album properly, yeah, then that's when I was hooked. And then we get the next one here, Astro Creep 2000, which is freaking awesome too. It starts off with Electric Head Part 1, The Agony. And then is Supercharger Heaven, Real Solution number 9, Creature of the Wheel, Electric Head Part 2, The Ecstasy. Then Grease Paint and Monkey Brains, I Zombie. And then, of course, the cool, awesome track of More Human Than Human. More human than human. Then you got El Fantasmo and Chicken Run Blastorama. That's a nice long title. I liked it. Then you got Blur the Technicolor. And then the last song, Blood, Milk, and Sky. And of course, it's More Human Than Human, which is a fantastic video. But yeah, this album rocks. I love I love that artwork in the back too. That'd be a great back tattoo, or any kind of tattoo. Yeah, I like that. But then you get this, which is basically kind of a remix of Astro Creep 2000, and this is called Super Sexy Swingin' Sounds. And it has a lot of the same tracks. It has Electric Head Part 2, but it's the Sexational After Dark mix. Then you get More Human Than Human, the Meet Bambi in the King's Harlem mix. I Zombie, that's Europe in the Raw mix. Then the Grease Paint and Monkey Brains, which is Sin Centers of Suburbia mix. Then the Blur the Technicolor, which is Poker from Stud to Strip mix. Then Supercharger Heaven, Adults Only mix. El Fantasmo and the Chicken Run Blastorama, which is the Wine, Woman, and Song mix. Blood, Milk, and Sky, Miss September mix. Real Solutions number 9, Mambo Maria mix. Mambo Mania mix. Sorry about that. Electric Head Part 1, Satan and High Heel mix. I'm Your Boogeyman, Sex on the Rocks mix. And yeah, this is basically a remix of this. So it's nice having both to go together. I like having remixes. Now we're going to get to the next thing I have, which is the last thing I have to show for Rob Zombie. And this is a must-have because, unfortunately, I don't have too much more than what I just showed you as albums. But, you have to have past, present, and future, which of course has the second disc of a DVD, which is always awesome to have. But this one, the music part, starts with Thunder Kiss 65. Then Black Sunshine featuring Iggy Pop, because it does feature Iggy Pop. He is in that song. They just never said that before in the original album. Then I got Feed the Gods, More Human Than Human, Supercharged Heaven, I'm Your Boogeyman, Hands of Death, The Burn Baby Burn featuring Alice Cooper, and The Great American Nightmare featuring Howard Stern, Dragula, Living Dead Girl, Super Beast, Feel So Numb, Never Gonna Stop, the Red Groovy, Demon Speeding, Brick House 2003 featuring Lionel Richie and Trina, Pussy Liquor, excuse me for that, Blitzkrieg Bop, which is of course, Ramones, Two Lane Blacktop, and finishing off with Girl on Fire. And that's a pretty cool mix, I think, for Rob Zombie. But then I have all the awesome videos, and I love putting this on. There's a certain when you put those videos on, there's a certain vibe to it because you get the videos for Thunder Kiss 65, More Human Than Human, Dragula, Living Death Girl, Super Beast, Never Gonna Stop, Feel So Numb, Demonoid Phenomenon, Return of the Phantom Stranger, and Spook Out Baby, a Spook Show Baby, yeah, something I think Spook Show Baby. It's kind of a weird way that they kind of put it there. Spook House Baby, or Spook Out. It's kind of hard to see it. I don't know. It's a weird swirly writing. But whatever. It's a great mix. Open it up and show you the inside. A little note to the fans. Cool picture of him. Then you get the music and the videos. Yeah, it's a cool little set to have. I love it. So that concludes this episode of Moe'S CD Culture Show and Tell. Again, have a good day, evening, night, wherever you may be. Be safe, take care, and I will see you on the flip side. Have a good one.